All right, in today's Sports Betting 101 video, we're going to be going over one of the most popular bet types, the moneyline bet. So, a moneyline bet is just a bet on who's going to win that game outright. It doesn't take into account the point spread or total points scored or anything else. It's just who's going to win the game. So, when you're in a sports betting app like FanDuel or DraftKings, you'll see the names of two teams and then odds for both of those teams. When you're making money line bets, it's important to understand how those odds kind of work in relationship to the bet. So you'll see two teams. The team that has the plus in front of it is the underdog, whereas the team that has the minus in front of it is going to be the favorite. And when you're looking at the odds, it's kind of important to ground yourself at plus 100 being even money. So at plus 100, you bet $1 to win $1. You bet 10 to win 10, and so on and so forth. From there, the higher you get, so if you're going plus 200 or plus 300 or plus 400, that means the bigger the underdog you are. So a team that's plus, 125 is a small underdog, whereas a team that's plus 500 is a huge underdog. And then the reverse of that can be said for favorites. If there's a team, if plus 100 is kind of the threshold, from there you get to minus 110, minus 150, minus 300, minus 400, minus 500. The further along you get, the bigger the favorite the team is. So we're going to get back to the odds in just a second, but just to reiterate that point, in this scenario, we have the 49ers minus 290 versus the Minnesota Vikings plus 235. So the Niners are big favorites in this game. Whereas here you have the Philadelphia Eagles minus 125 against the Packers at plus 105. So getting back to understanding the odds. So we know plus 100 is even money. From here, it's pretty easy to understand the odds for the underdog. So plus 100, bet $1 to win $1. If you have plus 101, you'd have bet $1 to win $1.01. If you had plus 150, you'd have bet $1 to win $1.50. If you have plus 247, bet $1 to win $2.47, and so on and so forth. So it's real easy to look at the odds for the underdog and say, okay, I could bet $1 to win $2.35. I could bet $100 to win $235, and so on and so forth. Same thing with the Packers, plus 105. Bet $1 to win $1.05. Bet $100 to win $105. So for the underdogs, that's pretty much all you need to know. It's a little bit trickier when you get to the odds for the favorites. So the easiest way to think about odds for favorites is how much you'd have to bet to win $100. So in this scenario, you'd have to bet $290 to win $100, which means they're a pretty big favorite. Whereas the Eagles, you'd only have to bet $125 to win $100. So the math is a little bit harder to scale there, to figure out okay, well, if I bet $10, what would I win? It's not as easy as the math for the underdogs. But when you put the amount you want to bet into the sports betting app, it'll show you what you win back. I think it's important to just understand the bigger the number after the minus sign, the bigger the favorite that team is, and the more likely they're expected to win. So one more thing, this doesn't happen as often, but sometimes you'll get scenarios where the game is a pick'em, which means the odds are the same for both sides. So in this scenario, we have Detroit minus 110 versus Chicago minus 110. So whatever team you bet on, you'd have to bet $110 to win $100. We know that we're going to get a decent return on our money just because it's close to even money. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, a money line bet is which team is going to win the game outright. And there is some understanding of odds behind that. But the more you do it, the more you'll kind of pick up on it. Let me know what other sports betting education questions you have, and I can try and reply in the comments or make more videos. But yeah, thanks for watching.